Hey there, fellow travelers, welcome to Wanderlust 365. Today we're diving right into the heart of France. Wow. From Paris to the French Riviera, from the vineyards to the tall alpine mountains, it's just amazing for your senses. We've explored all its corners, and trust me, picking out the best moments is a really fun challenge. So, are you planning a trip to France? Well, here are 10 things you just to see and do. We want to share with you those special moments that are more than just a pretty picture, those times when you really connect with the culture. So, grab a café au lait, get comfy, and join us as we check out 10 amazing things to do that will make your trip to France one you'll never forget. We'll share some tips, ideas, and a little bit of that travel joy that makes exploring Europe so great. Let's go. Paris. Just the name brings to mind pictures of romance, art, and of course that beautiful Eiffel Tower. To really get to know Paris, you have to go beyond its most famous view. Think of the Eiffel Tower as the big opening act, getting you ready for an amazing bunch of experiences. Our first stop as we explore more is the Louvre. Lots of people rush to see the Mona Lisa, take a picture, and leave right away. But friends, the Louvre is so much more. It's an old royal palace, a giant treasure chest of human creativity that goes back thousands of years. Imagine walking down the same hallways as kings and queens and then seeing Egyptian sphinxes, Greek statues, and amazing paintings and sculptures by European masters. Next, let's look at two other huge and important buildings, Notre Dame Cathedral and the Sacré-Cœur Basilica. Notre Dame, even though it's bravely recovering from the fire, is still a symbol of strength and faith. Visiting it, even from the outside for now, is a touching reminder of its spirit that lasts forever. French food. It's not just food, it's a big part of French life. A meal is a special time, a moment to share yummy flavors with others. From a warm baguette to a fancy dinner, every bite is like a piece of art. With hundreds of kinds, trying French cheeses is a real adventure. And what goes better with cheese than wine? French wine is famous, and every area has its own special kinds. Think about visiting a local vineyard for a wine tasting. Then, there are the pastries. From croissants to eclairs, you just can't say no. And last, no food tour of France is complete without a visit to its lively local markets. Now let's head south to the legendary French Riviera. This coast has charmed artists, writers, and sun lovers for generations. Picture this: turquoise waters, walkways lined with palm trees, and a cool, laid-back, fancy feel. Nice, the lively queen of the French Riviera is our main stop here. The famous Promenade des Anglais is perfect for a nice, easy walk. Leaving the sunny coast, we're heading inland to the lovely Loire Valley, often called the Garden of France. This area is like a living storybook where amazing castles stand tall among lush green landscapes. The stars of the Loire are definitely its castles, and there are hundreds to pick from. The Château de Chambord, with its forest of chimneys and turrets, really shows off royal power and greatness. Then there's the Château de Chenonceau, known as the Ladies' Castle, which gracefully crosses the Seine River. Visiting these castles is more than just looking at buildings, it's like stepping right into history. The Loire Valley is also famous for its vineyards, where they make great wines like Sancerre and Vouvray. Think about visiting a local winery for a tasting or just enjoy a glass of cool Loire white wine with some fresh goat cheese. To really get into it, explore the Loire Valley by bike. Okay, now let's trade those green hills for some really tall mountaintops as we head to the amazing French Alps. It's a place that's so pretty, where snowy mountains reach up to a really blue sky. The French Alps have some of the biggest places to ski in the world with lots of different kinds of ski runs. There are famous ski towns like Chamonix, which is near the giant Mont Blanc mountain, and they have super famous ski runs and lots of cool mountain climbing things to do. Places like Courchevel and Val d'Isère are known for their really big, smooth ski runs and fancy hotels and shops. But going to the Alps in winter isn't just about skiing or snowboarding. You can try walking on top of the snow with snowshoes in quiet forests, or try cross-country skiing on pretty paths, or even ride on a sled pulled by dogs for a really fun adventure. The ski towns are all different from each other, and a day of skiing isn't really over until you check out the famous French way of doing après-ski. Just a short trip from Paris, there's a place that really shows how fancy kings and queens lived, like nowhere else. The Palace of Versailles. The palace itself is just one super fancy room after another. It feels like they never end. The biggest highlight, for sure, is the amazing Hall of Mirrors. It's a super cool hallway where sparkly chandeliers shine back at you from 17 big curved mirrors. Don't miss the King's Grand Apartments with their super fancy decorations and the Queen's apartments, including Marie Antoinette's own private rooms. But Versailles isn't just about the palace, its gardens are super important too. Made by the super smart André Lenotre, these huge gardens are a perfect example of a fancy French garden. Knowing the history of Versailles makes your visit way better. A trip to Versailles needs a little bit of planning. Get ready to be totally amazed by Mont Saint-Michel, a place that looks like it's straight from the pages of a medieval fairy tale. This amazing island, topped with an abbey, stands dramatically in the middle of the tides where Normandy and Brittany meet. It's one of France's most famous and unforgettable landmarks. The main attraction is, of course, the beautiful Benedictine Abbey, perched way up high on the rocky little island. Explore the sheltered walkways, the dining hall, the writing room, and the impressive Abbey Church itself, known as the Marvel. Below the Abbey, a little village clings to the slopes, a tangle of medieval houses, shops, and restaurants. Mont Saint-Michel has been a major place for pilgrims since the 8th century. After you've walked all over the sidewalks of Paris, there's a super relaxing and romantic way to see the City of Lights from the calm waters of the Seine River. A river cruise gives you a totally different look at Paris's famous landmarks. As your boat cruises along, you'll pass by a whole bunch of famous sights. The Eiffel Tower, of course, looks amazing from the water, especially when it sparkles at night. You'll float right by the Louvre Museum, which used to be a king's palace right on the riverbank, and the Musée d'Orsay, which is in a really cool old train station. Notre Dame Cathedral, even while it's being fixed up, still looks super impressive from the Seine. There are lots of different kinds of cruises on the Seine, with something for everyone, no matter what you like or how much you want to spend. The vibe on a Seine cruise is usually pretty relaxed and fun, but the Seine is more than just a route for tour boats. Let's head to the sun-kissed fields of Provence, a place that charmed artists like Van Gogh and Cézanne with its amazing light, bright colors, and wonderful smells. And one of the most famous sights and smells of Provence is its breathtaking lavender fields. The best time to see this purple haze is when the lavender is blooming, which is usually from late June to early August. The Valençol Plateau is one of the most famous spots for its huge and amazing fields. The area around Salt, known as the Lavender Capital, also has beautiful views. Lots of local farms and places where they make lavender oil are open for people to visit. Here you can learn more about how they grow it and make the oil, from picking the sweet-smelling flowers to getting out the special essential oils. And while lavender is the star of the show, Provence has so much more to offer. This region is dotted with charming hilltop villages. And well, you'll see places like Gourds and Roussillon. And finally, we arrive at her, the Grand Lady of Paris, the one and only Eiffel Tower. No trip to France, and certainly no trip to Paris, feels complete without seeing this famous landmark. Built by Gustave Eiffel for the 1889 World's Fair, it was criticized at first, but it quickly won over everyone's hearts. Going up the Eiffel Tower is, for many folks, a real highlight of their Paris adventure. You can choose to take the elevators, or for those with more energy, you can climb the stairs to the first and second floors. Each floor offers more and more spectacular wide views of Paris. The views from the Eiffel Tower are amazing, whether it's day or night. A few practical tips for your visit: book your tickets online and well in advance, especially if you want to go all the way to the top. And there you have it, our must-do things in France. From the artsy heart of Paris to the lavender fields of Provence, from old castles to the high alpine mountains, France has so many different things to see and do. We've traveled through busy cities, tasted yummy food and great wines, and seen hundreds of years of history and beautiful nature. But remember, this is just a starting point, just a little taste of what this amazing country has for you. The real magic of travel happens when you make the trip your own. So if you dream of following Van Gogh's footsteps in Arles, biking through the vineyards in Burgundy, or just finding that perfect little cafe for a meal you'll never forget, I really hope you start planning your own French adventure. Let your curiosity be your guide, be open to surprises, and connect with the wonderful people and rich culture of France. You're sure to make memories that will last a lifetime. We hope this guide has inspired you. If you like this trip through France, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more travel tips and ideas. We'd love to read your comments below. What's your favorite place in France, or what's at the top of your list of things to do in France? Until then, keep on traveling, and as they say in France, au revoir.